Hey, today I'll show you how to add transitions in Camtasia Studio. This is the latest versions and I will show you also some cool tricks how you can add also some sound effects to be linked with the transitions. So that being said, I have here some clips. Let's add them to the timeline. I have this cool mountain view. Alright. I will add this waterfall going down. The camera is going down. The water is splashing on the lake. Here I have a camel. Okay, just enjoying its view and its life. And here I have a desert and maybe a drone going forward, but it's the clip is it's in slow-mo. So maybe I will put the camel right after. And the waterfall, I will link the clip with the mountain view. Now you'll find transitions here on the left menu, and you have a couple of dozens from which you can choose. If you want to have a look, you just have to hover your mouse over it and move your mouse to the right. And in this way, you can have a guess on what the transition may look like. If you want to link to videos with a transition, what you have to do, you drag and drop the transition over the clip. Also with Ctrl and Z, you can undo some things, or either you select the video, then right click on the transition, then press on add selected media, and in this way you will have a transition at the beginning and a transition at the end of the clip. Again, Ctrl and Z you can undo. If somebody needs to know how to zoom in and zoom out, if you hold Ctrl, you can use your mouse wheel, and in this way you can zoom in and zoom out on the timeline. If you want to zoom in and zoom out on the video, you can use your mouse wheel, and with holding space, you can drag also with your left click along the video to navigate. A transition I'm using very often is called smooth slide. Let's add the smooth slide right here between these two clips, but also this transition, it's like a second long. Okay, I want to shorten this transition, so I will just decrease the size maybe to 20 seconds. It's much better. And also I recommend you create a folder and download few sound effects, and you can later on create a library for yourself. You can find some free sound effects, and I will use this one. I'm using it very often. Let's add the sound to the timeline, and also as you can see, the sound doesn't match the entire transition. This space is empty. What I will do, I will click once on the sound, right click on it, add clip speed, and let's increase the length. Now also I want to drag the volume down just a tiny bit, maybe to 70, and let's have a look on the transition now. Well, it's much better. Just have a look without sound. With the sound, you just give life to the video, alright? And also let's add a transition right here at this desert scene. I think one which will match these situations will be fade through black. Yeah, it will do it. What if I will halve the length? It's much better. And this one you can do it without sounds. Another way how you can create a transition will be if you animate a video. I don't think in this situation will make any sense to animate a video, but in some situations, most especially in gaming, it will become very handy. So if you go to animations, and again press on animations, select the custom one, add it somewhere around here. Now, if you place the video in a certain direction before this arrow, this will be the initial position of the video. After the arrow, it will be where it will end up. Also, you can decrease the size and just look at how I animated the clip. Alright, you want the video to end up in another direction. And I think you got my point, okay? Let's Ctrl and Z everything. And how will I animate this video? Well, before I will put it on the left, okay? And drag this arrow. As you can see, the length is 1 second. You can decrease also the length. Let's decrease it to maybe 40. And let's place the video right here. The initial video is ending too fast. Let's add it somewhere here. Okay. And this is a transition. Now also we can add some sound effects to this transition. Okay, but it's too long. Alright, and I think you get my point. Also, I will give you another idea. There is a transition which is called glitch. Let's find it. It's right here, but it's too long. Let's decrease it to maybe 26. Okay, and I have another sound effects for transitions with a glitch effect, but it's too long. Let's decrease the size of the sound and place that right here. Maybe I will decrease that even more. And also let's lower the sound. Alright. We can decrease that even more. And I think you got my point. Also, sometimes you don't want to use a transition. Use the transition only when you are switching between scenes, but not always you'll have to use a transition. Sometimes a cut will just do it between the transitions. A simple cut, yeah, sometimes it's working and you don't have to add the transition. I think you notice a lot of big YouTubers don't use transitions too often. So this was the tutorial how to add transitions in Camtasia Studio. I hope you have a great day from wherever you're watching right now.